Hello everyone, welcome to today's lecture. So yesterday we studied about Fleming's right hand rule. Now today we are going to study about AC generator and DC generator and electric generator. First of all, what is an electric generator? An electric generator is a device which converts mechanical energy into electrical energy. I repeat, an electric generator is a device which converts mechanical energy into electrical energy. The name generator, generate means produce, तैयार करने. Okay, so what is a generator? Which produces current तैयार करण्याचा machine. Okay, that is electric generator. What is an electric motor? Electric motor is a machine. Okay, it is a device which converts electrical energy into mechanical energy, and electric generator is a device which converts mechanical energy into electrical energy. So electrical energy is produced. There are two types of current. So there are two types of generators, AC generator and DC generator. Now first we will see the working of AC generator. The working of AC generator is based on the principle of electromagnetic induction. What is the principle of electromagnetic induction? It states that when a coil is kept in a magnetic field, okay, when a coil is kept moving in a magnetic field, then a current is induced in it. Okay, in the last lecture we had studied Faraday's law of induction, that is electromagnetic induction. So generator works on the principle of electromagnetic induction. I repeat, what is a generator? A generator is a device which converts mechanical energy into electrical energy. What is the principle of electric generator? The principle is electromagnetic induction. Okay, now we will see the parts of an electric generator. The first is a rectangular coil. Just like we studied in electric motor, again there is a coil, there is a wire which is wound around an iron core. Okay, an iron core. So this is a coil like this. I have shown a rectangle. Okay, this part, this point, I have taken the name AB and CD. The other side is the CD. AB is connected to two slip rings. Okay, you may see these are complete rings. In electric motor, I told you there was a C. Okay, split rings, split, S-P-L-I-T. It was split. This is slip ring, S-L-I-P. These are complete rings. Okay, there are two rings. One ring is connected to AB side and the other ring is connected to CD side. Okay, there are two magnets. There is a magnetic field, a north pole and a south pole, and there are two brushes, B1 and B2. B2 is connected to R2, that is the ring which is connected to CD, and B1 is connected to R1, which is the ring connected to AB. Okay, I repeat, B2 is connected to R2, the ring which is connected to CD, and B1 is connected to R1, which is the ring connected to AB. Okay, now what will happen? There are brushes, there is an axle. Now this part, the whatever part I have shown in blue, that will move. How does it move? In case of a normal generator, you might have seen people push off a thread like this. Understood? So there is some mechanical energy given. There is a mechanical device inside which makes this rotate, which starts it to rotate, and there is an engine which makes it continuously rotate. In bigger generators, in power stations, what is done? This coil is turned by making use of a turbine. You have heard about a turbine. Turbine is a device on which the water falls and the turbine moves. Okay, it is a wheel which is having blades. This we will study in chapter 4 of science 2. After this we will be doing that. Okay, so this axle is turned, axle and the coil is turned by another device outside, from outside, we are putting a machine, we are giving an engine, or we are putting the turbine will move, the turbine is connected to the axle, and the axle will move. Axle will move means it will start to rotate. Okay, it will start to rotate in clockwise direction. Now we will see the working of electric generator. What are the parts? Magnets, coil, slip rings, brushes, axle, and a conductor. It is connected to a galvanometer. This is a galvanometer. There is no electric supply. Okay, and how will it move? It is moved with the help of any device outside, with the help of a turbine also. Okay, so when it moves, this is a coil. I will show you this coil. This part will come up, this part will go down. Okay, this part will come up, this part will go down. This is the magnetic field. Okay, there are magnetic lines of forces. When this is going up and this is coming down, it is cutting the lines of force. Okay, it is cutting the magnetic lines of flux. It is also called as lines of flux, flux, flux. Okay, so when it is moving, how it is moving, I told you, with the help of a turbine. Okay, this axle is moved. As the axle moves, this coil also moves. When it is moving, you may see it is moving in this direction. Okay, that means this is the motion of conductor, this is the magnetic field, and this will be the direction of current. So here you may see this is the magnetic field and this is the motion of conductor. I will show you like this. This is the magnetic field, okay, and this is the motion of conductor. It is moving in, it is coming up. Okay, so it is coming up and this is going down. As this is coming up, what will be the direction of current? This will be the direction of current. They are mutually perpendicular to each other. They are mutually perpendicular to each other. That means if this is the magnetic field, okay, and this is coming up like this, that means it is coming up in this direction, then what will be the direction of current? The direction of current will be in the upward direction. Upward direction means it will be in this direction. That means it will move from A to B, B to C, C to D, come downwards, and it will move from B2 to B1. That means in the first cycle it will move from B2 to B1. Okay, now when this comes in the opposite directions, it is moving clockwise. When this comes in the opposite direction, then in that case DC will come here. This is D, this is C, this is B, and this is A. Okay, so in this case also, now it will move in the, it is coming in the upward direction. Upward direction means it is moving in this direction. This is the direction of magnetic field. Magnetic field is not changing. Okay, if this is the movement of conductor and this is the movement, if this is the magnetic field, this will be the direction of electric current. Okay, that means the current will move in this direction. Okay, the current will move from D to C, C to B, A to. Now A here, when it is moving here, AB is always connected to B1 and CD is always connected to B2. I will write it here. AB is always in connection with B1 and CD is always in connection to B2. Okay, so these brushes, so AB is coming here. AB is coming here means the AB is connection with B2. Now I cannot show you it on a 2D diagram. You may see in the YouTube videos, actually animated ones. Okay, so this AB is always connected in B1 from the bottom side also. Okay, so the current, when it is ABCD, when it is A to B, B to C, and C to D, then the current is flowing from B2 to B1. Okay, it is flowing from B2 to B1. And when the current is flowing from D to C, C to B, and B to A, then the current will flow from B1 to B2. That means in one cycle ABCD, the current will flow from here to here, and DCBA, the current will flow from here to here. That means it is continuously changing its direction. It is continuously changing its direction. Now I told you the magnitude also changes. How does the magnitude change? The number of lines which are passing through this, okay, the lines of flux like this, all these lines of flux, the coil is not increasing or decreasing. The number of lines which are passing through this will increase or decrease as it is rotating. Okay, so the current is generated in the wire. Which wire? This wire, the coil. Okay, the coil is placed in the magnetic field. It is moved. When it is moved, the current is generated. When it is passing in the first cycle, it will pass from B2 to B1, then in the next B1 to B2. Okay, so this is the working of AC generator. On page number 60, figure 4.20, you may see the diagram and write the complete paragraph. Okay, if you are having the question on working of AC generator according to Fleming's right hand rule, from there till this is what is called an AC generator. Till there you will have to write. Okay, now we will see DC generator. Now the next is DC generator. So what are the parts of a DC generator? Again, this is also having a rectangular coil. There are strong magnets. There are split rings. Split rings means half C, half C. Okay, I am telling it so that repeatedly, so that you might remember. Okay, they are split rings. Okay, so split rings, brushes which are just in contact with the split rings, and the axle. Now in this case also, the axle is turned with the help of a device outside, with the help of a machine, with the help of an engine, or with the help of a turbine. Okay, when it is moved, the current, it is moving. So I will show you again. If this is coming in the upward direction, that means this is coming in this way. So it is coming in upward direction, so it will come in this direction. What is the direction of magnetic field? North to south. So this is the direction of magnetic field. So what will be the direction of current? The direction of current will be this. Okay, that will be the direction of current. So according to that, the current will move in this direction, A to B, B to C, C to D, and B2 to B1. Okay, now in this case, as it is a split ring, it is continuously rotating and it is continuously in contact with either this or this. Okay, either brush 1 or brush 2. That means AB could turn that side and come in contact with B2 also. Okay, so in the case of AC generator, AB is connected to B1 and CD is connected to B2. Okay, but here it is, as it is a split ring, it is either in contact with B2 or in contact with B1. So what will happen? The current will flow continuously. Okay, the current will don't flow from B2 to B1 and B1 to B2. It will continuously flow from B2 to B1. That is in one direction, and that is called as DC current. Now for DC current, DC generator, you are having only one question in your textbook. In your exercise there is one question. The explanation has not been given in your textbook exactly, but you may write it according to the notes which has been provided. In the notes there is an answer. You may write the answer and learn accordingly. Okay, so we have finished with the chapter that is about working of electric motor, working of electric AC generator, and working of electric DC generator. When you are having a question, you have to see whether it is a motor or a generator. If it is a generator, you don't have to draw the electric supply. It should be a galvanometer. Okay, if it is a motor, there should be electric supply. And if the question is on generator, you may see whether it is a DC generator or an AC generator. But this question. It is a very frequently asked 5-mark question, that is working of electric AC generator or working of electric AC, DC motor. Okay, I have told you which paragraphs you have to write. Hope you have understood. If you are having any doubts, you may ask. Thank you.